said, oh, Thompson, every time, you know, it's just something crazy, and I'm like, yeah. But I was like, I realized, like, hey, like, how did you know something like this? Get people's attention like that without being crazy. If you're crazy, if people think you're crazy,
then you take friends.
They ignore you, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I, you know, you're the one that really started to experience something like that. I just think it's something that's big, but it's not, you know, it's legal, it doesn't harm anybody, and more people sort of crazy.
And it's something that supporters can participate in.
Yeah, you know, that's another nice thing. Feel free to start yourself.
Yeah, really.
My wife and I, we talked about it a lot, and I thought it was a good idea to go.
Perfect idea.
Yeah, well, she's the boss.
When she...
Okay.
I'm just curious what your point of view on it is. I mean, you know.
On what?
On the
withdrawal?
Withdrawal?
Right now, I'm sort of siding toward it, but I'm not totally convinced that it won't have some bad effects.
For sure. I mean, of course, but what?
I read this article on Foreign Affairs back in April that made a really convincing argument that maybe what we need to do is have more troops there, make sure that there's no civil war taking place.
And that makes sense to me. You know, that's why the idea of a state withdrawal is really, you know what I mean, to say, you know, about 10,000 troops, and you publicize really well through academics. And they know it. And you monitor for a month, and the violence go down, and then you're moving in that direction. If they don't, then you're on your phone.
Well, I went to the IraqBodyCount.now your site, right?
Yeah.
And I started looking at all the deaths, and like all the recent ones, they didn't seem to be caused by. Well, they seem to be caused by like terrorists. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Look.
A lot of the recent civilian deaths are caused by terrorists.
Careful.
If you go to the first page of that, it's pretty sad.
Yeah, I believe
you
it.
get 50 killed by
Cluster bomb.
airstrike.
I realized that Saddam maybe was a dictator. Well, not maybe, but I realized that Saddam. Yeah, wrong choice of words there. Okay, I realized Saddam was a dictator.
Yeah.
But and so of course he did commit atrocities, okay.
Right.
He did gas his own people, kill a lot of his own people, so on and so forth. Okay, but I think it's just. Well, okay. I mean, so he was a dictator, but I just don't see how you can compare. He did not have rampant terrorist activity in his country.
No. Sure.
Because he ruled with perhaps a bit of an iron fist. Okay. So, but the point is that you know there wasn't a terrorist problem there. You know. Yeah. So I think the fact that the civilians are being killed by terrorists. They're being killed by the circumstances.
Absolutely, I agree.
And so, to me, that just seems like I mean, no more or less at fault there, you know.
See, I'm trying to think of what else I can ask you. Are you afraid that some of the extreme protests, some of them have nefarious connections? Are you afraid that some of this is going to marginalize your cause and scare people away from thinking about, you know, a reasonable sense of defense?
Who are you talking about?
International Answer in particular. I'm not. Okay. But anyways, I don't even have to go that far. Like just the perception of war protests in general tends to be extreme. I think we can agree on that.
Yeah, thanks to the U.S. government.
Yeah, what perception? My perception.
Yeah, perhaps. But okay, fine. But
way under extreme.
Admit that it's a problem. How is that something that
We got to get this crap over.
Well, like, you know, one of the big misperceptions of peace activism is that it's all idealistic and it's not based on facts. It's based on
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I don't. You say war protest or peace protest? Oddly enough, they mean the same thing.
No, I say peace activism.
Okay.
I think there's a difference between being a war protester and a peace activist, personally.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you know, your war protesters are kind of, I would say, more just like anti-war, you know, regardless of facts or specifics.
Right. Right. So how did it happen? Like,
Okay. I've got one of the big perceptions about peace activism is that it's all idealistic and comes from smoking too much coffee. Yeah. Okay.
Peace is very pragmatic.
Right. Well said. Yes.
Okay.
The facts support peace. And the most pragmatic, reasonable plans for action are coming from the peace movement.
This is right here, what we're doing. I mean, local news, isn't even here.
Now, if you don't have those to any of these withdrawal claims on your website, that means
I think that they actually
yeah.
You can enter any service provided by the government.
Sorry, real quick, do you have your cell phone on you?
Right.
Yeah, I do. Okay. That's what you brought me for, remember to carry it. Well, no, it's not really, but it's really convenient. Yeah, well, I was actually just gonna get a hold of some of the media, real quick.
Oh, yeah?
You know
somebody?
Well, he has a way of finding them.
Even KRCL, I mean, they're doing their fundraiser right now.
Right.
And I've been listening to it, and I haven't heard a single word
No.
about this. I wanted to call them and
Which
say,
is
I'll give
really-
you some money if you'll, publicize this thing.
Okay, cool, no problem. Next time I see a payphone. Yeah. Actually, you don't really see payphones often anymore. Yeah, well, I was just gonna call my husband. He set up, Bob, and he set up the media for the press conference. That thing, yeah. Yeah. It's probably still too early.
I don't know.
What you call it? Yeah.
Oh, you're on the,
Yeah.
I was going to say, the news media, you don't.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm sure they'd be around
Somebody
it.
pulled up in a garage with a shotgun, maybe out there.
Yeah.